Yo, what's up, guys? This is Tommy from Breathe, Carolina.
Yo, what's up? This is Ryos, and today I'm going to be taking a listen to the
Novocaine remixes that you guys sent in our track with Ryos and Signals.
Let's go.
The first one I'm going to listen to is David MG and DJ NANÉ. This is their remix of Novocaine, so I'm going to go ahead and just start it off.
We said it was forever. It's all that I remember.
Right off the bat, these chords are very nice. Very nice.
That holiday in Paris, just you and me
New bass line is dope.
Kissing in the pouring rain. Every night I'm wide awake and realize I can't take the silence.
This is fire.
No matter what I do or try, I cannot dry the tears that I'm crying. I'm crying. I need some Novocaine to ease the pain.
Very like cinematic. This is huge sounding. I love this.
Your empty space, I can't replace. When my heart still wrapped around you, try to forget you. Move on, but instead when I close my eyes to see your face.
All right, let's see what kind of drop we got here, huh? Let's go. I was not expecting this drop, I'm gonna be honest. Hey. This is... Alright, so off the bat, I mean, this is gonna be a hard one to follow. That remix is fire. That I was not expecting that drop at all. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but it wasn't that. Very cool, kind of like, you know, like a bass house drop, one singular, you know, nice lead. I really like it. The mix is awesome. The breaks are incredible. They're so cinematic. Really liking them.
Yes, sir. Great work, boys. I love the call and response in this drop. As soon as I heard that first section, I was like, please have a response. Please have a response. And I love that you guys changed up that sound there. Great work. Nice job.
This next one is by MIGUEL and Martin Stevenson. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. Let's see what we got here. Another like kind of cinematic start, right? You guys are doing the cinematic thing. I like it.
We said it was forever. It's all that I remember. Things would always stay the same.
Oh,
that holiday in Paris, just you and me together, kissing in the pouring rain. Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you.
Cinematic again. I like it. I really like it.
Empty space, I can't replace.
Skip ahead a little bit. Again, that caught me off guard.
Dude, this one is nasty. I was not expecting that drop. Listen, by the build-up, I thought it was going to be a little bit more future housey. I don't even know what you would consider this drop, but it is disgusting. Great work, gentlemen. Great work.
The drop caught me a little too off guard, right? I think in the build-up, I want to hear the elements of the drop kind of starting to come in, so we don't go from such a, you know, beautiful cinematic vocal that Signals wrote, right? That we don't go from that to this hard drop, right? We want to blend it a little bit more. So I would like to hear a little bit more of the elements of the drop in the build-up, just to kind of connect it a little bit more. Both parts are incredible, but we want them to just sound like one thing, right? Instead of oh, we made this dope drop and then we just kind of made it fit we kind of just threw the vocal on top of it, right? We want it to be one thing, and that's really my only problem with that one. I love both parts. I just kind of want to hear it come together a little bit more. This is the SUNZZ remix. Let's get it.
Every night I'm wide awake and realize I can't take the silence.
The vocoder is sick.
The silence.
Yeah, vocoder is.
No matter what I do or try, I cannot dry the tears that I'm crying.
Wow.
I'm crying. I need some Novocaine to ease the
Very
pain.
cool.
'Cause I let you move on, but instead
Let's get ahead here. Yo. Hey. This one's really cool too. Again, I kind of feel like it was two different songs kind of, you know, stuck together. It doesn't have that cohesive element between the drop and the break. Both parts are so cool, right? But we want them to fit together. We want it to be one thing. You know, anytime we do a remix, it's so important, right? Because, you know, we have club tracks on club tracks on club tracks just sitting around at all times, right? But one of the most important things with a remix is capturing that element of the original song, but making it, you know, playable for the clubs and putting your own spin on it, right? But you want to keep that cohesive vibe with the song, right? You don't want to just make it sound like, oh, I had this really cool drop and I threw this vocal on top of it, and, you know, here we are, here's the remix, right? So that's my only problem so far with most of these. They're all such cool tracks, and I would probably play most of them live. But it's the cohesive element, but very cool from them.
All right, for the next remix, we got the Capes remix of Novocaine. Let's take a listen.
Oh, you went with the low pass filter. I like this. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like this a lot.
All right, we got to give a nice shout out to Capes on this one. This remix is absolutely madness. I love the call and response style lead for the drop, and especially that response lead. It sounds silky smooth. So good. The mix down sounds great. The overall production quality is really good. And I really love the break, too. I think that's something that stands out to me, is he did a nice job creating a new break for Novocaine that works really well with the vocal. And I think leading into the drop and everything, it just sounds like a seamless production. So very nice work, Capes. Very nice.
Really love the drop. I really love the breaks. We just need to put that chorus in there, right? We need to have that prominent chorus in there, because that's going to be the part that a lot of people, you know, are going to be waiting to sing at the top of their lungs. So that's my only part that I didn't like about that, but everything else very cool.
Now we've got the AJSE remix. Oh, dude, this one is so groovy.
Very cool. I like this one a lot. I would play this, you know, if we were playing like a nighttime pool party or something. This is the vibe that I would definitely go for. I really like that you changed the chords around. I like that you kind of went with like the Z, dead mouse kind of, you know, chords, those jazzy, like, you know, chords. Very cool that you made it your own, right? I like that a lot. And yeah, I like that the drop was kind of mellow. You kind of took it in like, you know, like this pool party kind of house, deep house kind of vibe, which is very cool, very different than the original, which is kind of, you know, it's dope that you put your own spin on it. I love that.
I absolutely love this one, AJ. Really groovy, very creative fill work. Overall, just a killer remix. I think this would do damage in the clubs. Great work.
This is the JOXION remix we're about to get into right now, so let's go ahead and play this one.
Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you.
Very cool. So go up here a little bit.
Your face, I need some Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you.
Whoa. This is dope. Very cool. Again, you really made it your own. There's barely like anything in there from the original that you know, you really made it your own. Very cool. Original kind of sounding. The drop I feel like is missing something that I wanted. I don't know if I want it, you know, more like a stab at the beginning, like bum, bum, boom, boom, you know, like something where I want like some big hits at the beginning and then those kind of weird sounds after. But overall, very cool, very original sounding, which is, you know, kind of what I'm really looking for here is like an original sound. I don't want it to sound like the OG, right? I want it to be your own. I want it to be a totally different take on it, right? And I love hearing, you know, what you guys would do if you were given the vocal, right? Which is so cool to hear, like how another artist would have taken this vocal and made a different song, right? That's really cool to hear. Okay, this is the HUBREM remix. Let's go for it.
Novocaine,
that's cool.
To ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you. Your empty space, I can't replace. When my heart's still wrapped around you.
In my mind, I kind of feel like I know what the drops would sound like with this build, right? And I want to see if you stuck with the vibe or if it's just a drop somebody threw on there. I want to see. I want to see. I mean, perfect. This is perfect. This is sick. Wow. That's dope. This one is really cool. I really love it. It has that cohesive vibe throughout the whole thing. I can really tell that you started it and finished it with this remix in mind. This wasn't a track you had lying around. This wasn't something that you had cooked up prior. Like, you got the vocal, you started this remix from scratch. Everything is cohesive. The build has those, you know, I knew where we were going with the song and you took me on that journey, and I really like that. It didn't hit me for anything unexpected from beginning to the drop. It took me on that musical journey, and I really love that. That's very cool, HUBREM. Very, very, very cool. This is the DANTH remix. Let's go for this.
Novocaine, to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you. Your empty space, I can't replace. When my heart's still wrapped around you. Try to forget you, move on, but instead when I close my eyes, I see your face. I need some Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you.
Very cool, very different. I love, you know, I've been listening to a lot of the 126, 128 stuff leading up to this, so it really, you know, broke it apart for me, which I really like. I like how you made it your own. I love how you took the vocal and transposed it to like add it into the drop. I really like that. Kind of as your lead sound now, you have as the vocal and Novocaine. That's very cool. Very cool. DANTH, love that.
All right, now we got the ROKHSIS and PHARMA remix.
Track is super, super sick. It's not 100% fitting with the vocal. So there's some notes in there that are clashing a little bit with the vocal. Some that are not, but there are some that are clashing. The sounds are very cool, right? But the notes are clashing a little bit with the vocal. The drop is sick. But again, it kind of has that feeling like you had this song and you tweaked it a little bit to throw the vocal over there, as opposed to getting the vocal and from scratch making this track to accentuate the vocal. So this is a very cool track, but again, I feel like you threw a vocal on top of an existing track. I think a few tweaks with the notes, clean them up a little bit, and we could really, you know, it could be very, very cool. And I would play it. I would play it if some of the notes were tweaked and stuff like that. Very cool track though. Very cool track.
Honestly, the production quality on this one is really, really good. I think I would make some small mixing decisions, or change the mix down a little bit rather. I think that main lead that you have in the very first part of the drop is just a little bit too loud, and I would really like to hear the drums knock a little bit more. But other than that, this is a really, really nice remix. Good job.
This is the ILVS or ILVS remix. Let's check it out.
Novocaine,
Straight to the chorus. Okay. He was like, I don't like the verse, I'm cutting it out. We're going straight to the chorus, baby. Hit him with it, right? Chorus right away. Whoa. I like the energy. Whoa. 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 We went sci-fi, okay? Hey. Very cool. I like that you went straight to the chorus. I do that a lot of times when I make an edit or a remix. Sometimes you just want to go straight to the chorus. You want to go to the part people know and just out of the gate smack them in the face with it. And I really like how you did that. My only note is that the drop hit me kind of out of nowhere, right? So we just want to add some of those elements from the drop, either in the build or the break. So when we get there, I'm not like kind of hit in the face with it, right? I want to be taken on that musical journey to the drop, right? But very cool, some cool sounds in there. I really like it. Good job, very good job. And I like how you went straight for the chorus out of the gate. I love that.
Dude, this brings me back to like the old Complexio days. Oh my goodness. I love the triplet bass work that you did there. I think that first initial synth might be a little bit too harsh for my liking, but really, really cool idea. And please, if this is the normal style that you make, keep making this style, because this style really needs to make a comeback. Nice job, man.
This is the LARENGGO or LARENGGO remix. Let's go for it. I like this one a lot. Very, very cool. I almost want the main sound in the drop to be the dunk 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 dunk, like that low envelope sound that you have going on. That's not like the main like harsh lead. I almost want that to be the drop, right? I want like that gallopy kind of like drop. I kind of want that to be the main sound. But overall, very cool. My brain just went to like thinking it was gonna be that kind of drop. So I think that's maybe why I kind of felt like that's where I wanted it to go, right? But very cool, very cool. All right, let's keep going here. This is the LOXTER remix. Let's go.
I like that idea of pausing the music there. It's smart.
Very cool.
I love the offbeat right here. I think this is probably the most creative remix I've heard so far. I don't even know what's happening here, but it sounds so dope. I like that you have the kind of future bass-esque chords in the drop with that little kind of top lead there. Listen, LOXTER, really, really nice remix. My one small critique, if I had to make one, would be that in the break, I feel like it's a little bit too redundant. I think for the hook section, you should definitely do something a little bit different. I think for the verse, it works really well to have that sort of offbeat synth to give it groove, right? And then I would love to have it change up, right, when he sings Novocaine, because I felt like it was just going on a little bit too long. But other than that, again, I think this is the most creative job I've heard so far. Excellent, excellent work, man.
That is cool. I love the dun 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 dun. Very cool. I wonder if in the second break. Okay, so hear me out. I really like it, and I like how you snuck it in the build-ups, right? I want to hear it in the second break. I want to hear a pluck or something in the break doing that that melody. bum 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 bum, right? And then you add the vocal over that. I think that would be very cool and a cool departure from the first break. So I kind of want to hear you bring that melody in with like a lower, a lower fi sound, right? Like more staccato, and have the vocal over that. I think that'd be very cool. And then you can go back into the elements that you had in the break, but very cool. That was my favorite part of it. The dun 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 dun. I'm a very good singer, as you can tell. But yeah, I like that a lot. Very, very cool. Very cool. Okay, this is the Alex Moretto remix. Let's do it. Very cool. The mix and the drop is awesome. The low end is really coming through, which I like a lot. Overall, very cool remix. I want the breaks to be a little bit cleaner. There's almost a little bit too much going on in the breaks to let the vocal shine through, right? And it's such a pretty vocal. He did such a good job on it. That maybe we keep some of the sounds out of the break, which I know has been I've been saying I want a little bit more cohesiveness, but whether we EQ them out a little bit, put a filter on them, something to let the vocal shine through a little bit more. I like it in the drop though. Very cool. And the mix is great. So that was really good.
Really like this drop as well. Got another classic bass house stamped-esque drop here. Love the little bits and pieces that make up this drop. I feel like all the little sounds you chose work really well together. I think my one complaint would be that you need a stronger kick. I feel like the kick is getting a little bit lost, and I would have loved to hear a little bit more drum work in the build-up as well. But Alex, I like your remix, my man.
This is the FAYE Mia remix. Let's see it.
Novocaine to ease the pain,
Really smart vocal work.
'cause I can't go on without you. Your empty space I can't replace when my heart's still wrapped around you. Heart's still wrapped around you.
Love the sunset vibes on this one.
I love this track. I just don't think we need the I need some. I don't think we need that again. I think you did it at the beginning, then you gave me the chorus. Then I just kind of want the drop to happen after the chorus. I don't want to go back to that sound, right? Because you've taken me back out of the song. So you kind of like took me again on this musical journey from the intro, then you gave me the chorus, and I'm sucked in, I'm ready, I'm in, I'm invested, I want to know where it's going to go, and the drop is so cool, right? But you want to get people to that drop. I don't want to, if I'm on a Spotify playlist, okay, I don't want to hit next when that happens. So you've got me in with the chorus. Just give me the drop. Just give me the drop from the chorus. It's a very cool drop. So I think that will solve my only issue with this track. Very cool sound. You really departed from the original, which I love. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so this one's totally giving me going to the beach with your friends and family, chilling, sunset vibes. Really like the overall vibe of this track. Love the kick and bass in the drop as well. I feel like it's really solid, well produced. My one complaint would be with the break. I think from the hook section of the vocal leading into that build, you had that low thumping snare, the classic snare roll, and I think you would benefit by actually not even having that and just do a small sweep or something like that. Something a little bit more low key, something a little bit more subtle, I think would sound a little bit smoother. But overall, really like this remix.
This is Single Spark and Butter.
Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you. I need some.
Love this one.
I need some. 'Cause I can't go on without you. I need some.
All right, yeah, this one's sick. I like that you incorporated the Novocaine vocal in the drop. I feel like I was kind of hoping that you would do that, and you did, so great job there. And then also, I'm a big fan of that main lead sound. I think it sounds familiar, but unique enough where it's just fresh. So great work there.
Overall, very cool. Very cool. Again, I kind of want to hear a few of the elements in the build-up that are going to be in the drop, but very cool. I like the dun, 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 dun. That's very cool. I like the rhythm of it. It kept me very interested, so great job. Great job, guys.
All right, now for the next remix, we got the Idle Days remix.
Whoa. Hey. Whoa. We're going fast on this one. Yeah. Hey. That's dope. I like that. I've done it. This is cool. Cool remix. Very cool sounds. It sounds like something I would listen to while playing Rocket League, which is cool. I really like that. That was awesome.
Dude, I love the DMB rendition of Novocaine. I think it works really, really well, actually. The one complaint I have, though, is it's just too much of a BPM jump. Maybe taking the vocal and chopping it up, or maybe finding a different way, like maybe half timing it perhaps, would sound a little bit better. I think it does sound a little funky with the vocal sped up that much, but the instrumental does sound pretty nice, and I really, really love the groove that you were able to achieve in that drop. Love a nice DMB groove. Great work overall. Idle Days.
Let's go to the MILLINOVA remix. I love it. That was a really cool drop. It totally caught me off guard. I didn't think that was coming at all. That was very cool. Very cool, MILLINOVA. I love that. I don't know. I don't really have that. That was cool. I like how you tuned down the vocal, made it your own, kind of your own vibe. If anything, I would just say spruce up the breaks a little bit so we get to that cool drop, right? I don't want people skipping before we get to that cool drop, not knowing that that's coming. That's really it. Other than that, very cool. Very cool departure from the original, which is dope.
All right, for the next one, we got the FAYBL remix of Novocaine. This is tight.
Very cool. Definitely something I would play in our sets. The pre-chorus, I would revisit it just a little bit. It's just a little bit too busy. I don't know if it's the sounds or the mix. It honestly could just be the mix. But yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Very well produced.
Okay, so I absolutely love the build-up. I love the fake out with the future rave synth. You got me. I'll admit it. And I love that the future rave synth turns into like more of that bass synth or whatever it is instead. I think a really, really cool idea. The one thing I'm missing in this drop, which I wish you added, is just a little bit more percussion to reinforce that groove. But other than that, man, I think you have a nice remix here. Nice job, FAYBL.
This is the GIOO and the YOUMJ remix. Let's see.
I need some Novocaine.
All right, let's see what we get. Hey. Hey. Cool, very cool remix. I liked it a lot. I think it's either your white noise or your top lead just has a little bit too much high end. I would just roll that off just a little bit. It was kind of, it could also be these headphones. These aren't studio headphones, but I think it just had a little bit of harshness in there. If we could just go in and clean that up in the drops, we're good. We got a remix.
All right, gentlemen. I think you guys have a really nice idea here. I love the bass house rendition of this song. I think the drop could be executed a little bit better. I think you guys did a great job with the drums. However, I think the synths, I want a little bit more power out of them, a little bit more of like a, I don't know, something to trigger the bass face, if you know what I mean. All right, now for the next remix, we got QADEN James, and this one, this guy's got some comments here on SoundCloud. Let's see.
I need some Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you.
Very cool. You know, back to kind of that Mike Williamsy, Justin Milo, Mesto kind of vibe on the drop, which I love. I love that style. Again, I kind of feel like we need to get it to be more cohesive, right? Because the track is very cool. The vocal is very cool. But for some reason on my journey from the intro to the drop, I'm lost in it as a song, right? So I think we just need to kind of let's just merge that together a little bit, but very cool. I would probably play that drop in our sets, and I'd be interested to hear more of your songs because of that, right? Because I'm sure you have a lot of cool songs like that. So that was very cool. I just want the journey to make a little bit more sense from the vocal to the drop, but very, very cool.
Yeah, honestly, this one sounds really, really sick. I appreciate all the attention to detail creating a drop like this, and I do think it works well with the vocal. Personally, I think the main chorus of the break when he sings Novocaine could be a little bit cleaner. I think letting that vocal shine is something that I would do personally. I think the instrumental is a little bit busy there, but the build-up and the drop you absolutely killed, so great work, QADEN.
This is the GATHA remix.
I need some Novocaine to ease the pain, 'cause I can't go on without you.
Another really good idea here. I think the execution could be a little bit better. For example, it sounds like if the bass and like the main bass line and the sub, if they were extremely tight and you got rid of whatever reverb or atmospheric sound was going on in the background of that drop, I think it would overall just sound a lot just tighter overall and a lot better. I think right now it sounds like you're trying to be atmospheric but make one of these aggressive bass house drops at the same time, so there's a little bit of confusion, but overall another cool idea. Nice job, Gatha.
Very cool. The break is so pretty and the drop is so aggressive that once again I want to see it. We need to bridge the gap, right? Because it's a very pretty. I really like what you did in the breaks, and I actually really like the drop. But the drop is so aggressive compared to the break. So we need to just find a happy medium to bring those two things together. Overall, very cool. I might play that drop in our sets. Kind of, you know, if we were to play the whole song and the crowd was loving it and we needed to do a third drop at a festival, I might throw that in there, right? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I would just bridge the gap between the beautiful break and the very hard drop. That's really my only note.
Next up, we got the East Dawn and the NONOGOOD remix.
What? Hey.
so this one's pretty good. I would say the overall idea for the drop is dope. I like the minimalistic kind of vibe. I think the execution could be a little bit better. I think the drums aren't hitting as hard as I'd like them to personally. But overall, I think it's a really creative idea and one that I like. So great job.
Very cool. Another one, you know, kind of caught me off guard. Like, I didn't think that was going to be the drop, and I'm happy it was because it was cool. It was groovy. The mix is pretty good. I loved it. That was very cool. Again, I might play that as like the third drop at a festival if the crowd is really feeling the song, and I just want to throw them for a loop, right, on like that second or third drop, something where they're just like, they think the progressive drop is coming, and then all of a sudden we're just like, brah, and we just hit them with that, right? Because I think at a festival, it would catch them so off guard that you'd get that big pop, that big reaction of people being like, whoa, like I didn't think that was coming. Very cool.
All right, so a lot of great remix submissions. I wanted to quickly thank everybody who submitted a remix for the Novocaine remix competition. It means a lot to all of us that were a part of the track.
Very cool, guys. I'm so touched that you guys even took the time to remix our song.
And it's really cool to hear your guys' renditions of a track that is so special to us.
Yeah, keep killing it, guys. All of you guys were amazing. There was not one bad track.
Big thank you to Stamped for hosting this remix contest. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right, see you later.